Who will be the PBA King of the Lanes? Sean Rash currently wears the crown. But pros from two different tours are seeking to dethrone him, including Tournament of Champions winner Chris Prather. And from the PWBA, Gigi Mason. Those two are set to battle for the right to take down King Rash. Who will reign supreme? The PBA King of the Lanes is next on FS1. Welcome back, bowling fans, to the fifth of 6 shows from Bolero in Jupiter, Florida. It's the final night of the 2020 PBA King of the Lanes. By night's end, we will crown a new king or queen. Presenting His Royal Highness, the current King of the Lanes, Sir Sean of Rash. After impressive wins here last night over Bill O'Neill, Norm Duke, and Clara Guerrero, he's the King of the Lanes, at least for now. Here are the matchups. Great tonight. We start with the Contenders PBA Major Champion Chris Prather against young up-and-coming PWBA star Gigi Mason. The last bowler standing will be the king or queen of this show. Welcome back to Bolero in Jupiter. Great to have with us, bowling fans, for live coverage here on FS1. This is Dave Ryan, joined by my Hall of Fame broadcast partner, Randy Peterson. Randy, it's really all about Sean Rash. Almost had his 31st career 300 game here in this building last night. Would have been his 3rd perfect game on TV in his career. Came up just short. But the bottom line is the Contenders trying to get to Sean will have a lot to contend with tonight, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's been all about Sean Rash ever since he took the lanes in this competition. And it started with the King of the Lanes match against Norm Duke. Norm was the reigning king. And then Sean needed 2 strikes and 8 pins in the 10th frame to beat Norm, and he did just that. Clara Guerrero graced our set with her elegance and skill set as she upset Jacob Buttriff in her match. She was a plus 400 underdog. Could have made a few bucks betting on Clara last night. And then Clara unfortunately had to face this guy right here. Super hot Sean Rash, 289 in that match, and Sean was just unbeatable. He's the most dominant king since Wes Malott wielded his tyranny across the land. In Sean's 3 games on television, he's averaged 269. And oh, by the way, Rhino, he is a perfect 17 for 17 on the right lane. He has not missed on that lane in this competition.
Wow, Sean Rash has been amazing. He's joined now by Kimberly Pressler sitting upon his royal throne, Your Highness.
So, Sean, before the show, I saw you sitting on the throne, doing some social media, talking on the phone. You look mighty comfortable over here. So how confident are you coming into tonight after last night's spectacular 289 finish?
Yeah, I bowled really good last night, and hopefully that confidence and ball reaction carries on to tonight. I've got great competitors that are going to try to dethrone me, but I'm going to enjoy this as long as I can, and hopefully it's all night.
Well, you got a great seat to watch that first match, and good luck in yours.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thanks so much. Sean looks good, doesn't he? Here are the odds to win provided by Fox Bet. They have Chris Prather as the favorite at minus 1,000. Gigi Mason plus 500, the underdog here in this match tonight.
Okay.
24-year-old Gigi Jasmine Mason, an All-American at Nebraska, 2-time PWBA regional title holder. And folks, you got to check out her shoes. Mom Danielle did her shoes, and Gigi says that Mom is a bona fide bling artist.
They are spectacular.
Gigi,
Yes,
how you
sir.
feeling?
Great.
It's good to see you. Welcome.
Thank you.
What's your game plan for tonight?
Honestly, I'm really just trying to keep it simple. You know, hit the pin in the front and just spare, and hopefully that's enough to move on to the next round.
Love that strategy. Good luck, Gigi.
Thank you.
I saw Gigi bowl in youth tournaments. There's those shoes. Mom Danielle, you did a great job. Saw her bowl in some junior gold tournaments when she was 15, 16, and she just stood out above everyone else.
Gigi's night underway. Left
Get it.
lane.
Oh.
No tap on the 10 with a scout across the deck. So a 10-pin conversion here for Gigi Mason. Originally from Providence, Rhode Island. Now lives in Cranston.
Head pin to the sidewall and goes in front of the 10.
Just missed it.
Yep. Nice opening shot, though.
Two PWBA regional Tour titles to her credit. Young talent on the women's tour. Cross lane has her mark.
Well done. We saw her at the CP3 event last year. Chris Prather, some call him Shark Clark. Shark Kent. I call him Chris Moneymaker. Made $100,000 at 2019 PBA playoffs and then another $100,000 this year at the Tournament of Champions. This guy's a human ATM machine.
In big events, he has come up big. Won the Strike Derby in this building a couple weeks back. Chris Prather, just outside Chicago, originally from Pensacola, so a Sunshine State guy. TOC winner this year. Nice start, right lane. Couple days off for Chris. Some of the other PBA stars after the PBA Tour Finals this weekend. He told us pre-match he's ready, Randy.
Yeah, well, I think I wouldn't get any argument from any of the players on the tour if I were to say that Chris Prather is definitely top 5 material.
Wow. First crack at the left lane. That's a high shot, and it's the big 4 for Chris Prather.
Using 2 different bowling balls. That one he gets inside a target, and he pays for it with the big 4. Remember what happened last night? Clara Guerrero, huge underdog, upsets
Jacob Buttriff.
Yeah, upsets Jacob Buttriff. And see if Gigi can take advantage of this opening early on.
How will the youngster respond? Let's find out. 14-pin lead on the bench and working on a spare her second frame here. Look at those shoes. I mean, they are extraordinary.
Read it. Yes.
Yeah, nice shot. You think anybody at home's pulling for Gigi right now? How about like 99%? Everybody's pulling for Gigi except Chris Prather's wife and family. Beautiful. Look at these lines right here. I love how that left arm is out in front, and then obviously the great knee bend in position at the foul line.
Gigi almost didn't attend Nebraska. It was her 5th and final visit. And at her dad's urging, because she made the commitment, decided to go. Left lane, it does. All 10 back for Gigi Mason. And what a career in Lincoln. 4 appearances in the national championship, 1 title, and All-American status. It's really an incredible story. She said to her dad, I'm tired of these visits. Let's not do his last one.
Take a look at Chris Prather's arsenal. Hustle Inc. on the right lane and Hustle PBR on the left.
Does Chris Prather have an answer? Yes.
Big numbers here. Big numbers, 20 miles an hour and 450 rev rate. Right over third arrow. Out to about 8 and back.
A better shot here.
Kyle Troup won that event this year. Frustrated by his early mistake, but it was early. Plenty of time. Gigi looking for the turkey here. At a 24-pin lead.
A lot, please.
2-4.
Now you can see how wide that was of the last shot that she struck on. And just not enough friction on that part of the lane to get back to the pocket. Luckily, it's just the 2-4, not the 2-4-10.
business information minor at Nebraska. Studied accounting there.
Lost her mic pack.
Whoops. We'll get that fixed for you. No problem. Played for legendary coach Bill Troup at Nebraska, who retired last year. Paul Klemp, a longtime assistant, has taken that program over. And Gigi said in her first year, she learned so much. She wasn't even the starting Baker 5 to begin her career at Nebraska. Worked out pretty well for her. There's the king.
Sean,
Hi, guys.
You look real comfy.
I am. It's, you know, Wes did a really good job breaking this chair in. Norm did a better job. And it's nice to sit over here for a little bit.
How's your back feeling?
It's sore today, but you know what? You know, athletes, they fight through injuries, and we're going to fight through it a couple more hours tonight.
Atta boy.
His Majesty observes from his throne. 2-4, knocks it down. Nicely done. Cover for Gigi.
Yeah, so if she looks familiar, you saw her back in 2019. The Celebrity Clash. Yeah, Chris Paul sends him to the sidelines. Tyler Crispin. Well, this guy actually bowled a bit. You could tell with that release. And there's Gigi congratulating the winner.
That's
Tyler Crispin.
a little stare down from Chris Paul, wasn't there? He's pretty competitive. Left lane, Gigi comes through. Big strike. There's a little celebration. A 12-pin lead. Prather works on a strike, though, in his 5th frame.
You can cut it to 2 of the strike here.
Last year or so has been just spectacular for Chris Prather. PBA playoffs, big money.
Pick up.
TOC this year, looking good there in the right lane.
He's got one of the best hands in the game, and he can do a lot with a bowling ball, and this shot here is beautiful. Watch how his hand goes straight through the back end of the bowling ball right there. And then that position at the foul line, it's like you could put a plate of food on his head and it wouldn't fall.
Third on the PBA Tour points list after the World Championship. So you're right, top 5, no question. Great young talent. Shows us why with a strike on the left lane. And he's got the lead. Underway, Randy, in Jupiter, Florida, Bolero. King of the Lanes, our final night of coverage on FS1. Gigi Mason, Prather try to unseat the king tonight. Great bowling, your FS1 rolls on tonight from Jupiter, Florida. Mason and Prather head-to-head. Gigi,
Yes.
all 10 back, big strike, takes the lead back.
Yeah, nice shot by Gigi. And while we have a second, I want to give a shout out to our dear friend and PBA Hall of Famer, Del Ballard Jr., who's currently in the hospital after undergoing a procedure. Del, we love you. We miss you. We wish you the best and a speedy recovery, my friend.
Well said, partner.
Thank you.
Get well soon, Del. We're pulling for you. Only 24 years old, Gigi won the national title freshman year, started out of the starting 5 that season, and improved so much. Single pin spare conversion here that she worked her up to the leadoff bowler spot on a title team in one season. Amazing. She had a good chat with Hall of Famer Kelly Kulick, superstar on the women's tour and legend of the women's game. Kelly emphasized to Gigi, don't think about what you do wrong or don't do well. Think about your strengths. Thought that was great advice. There's the mark.
Hey, Chris, if you would, give us an insight as to what you try to do with your hand at release on both of these lanes.
Yeah, I'm pretty much playing them the same. I'm just throwing 2 different bowling balls. And right now I'm just trying to stay up the back of it pretty good so that way I can control the pocket. Even though the pattern is a little bit easier than what we typically bowl on, they're sparking off the end of the pattern pretty good, so I'm just trying to control that by being up the back of it.
Thanks, Chris.
Yep.
Hand up the back, that gets the ball to roll more end over end, and it controls down lane motion. The more the ball rotates sideways, the more violent the reaction is going to be down lane.
It's fantastic on lane live access. Chris pops out the earpiece. Good stuff, guys. I mean, that's fantastic stuff. All right, Prather down by 1 pin here, 7th frame. We're in crunch time, looking for the 5-bagger. They'll take the lead by 9. Big shot, Prather, right lane, yes. This week, Fox Saturday Baseball is back. The Cubs clash with the Brewers at 1. The Dodgers battle the Giants at 4. And the Yankees face the World Series champion Nationals at 7. Celebrate the return of baseball with a special tripleheader Saturday only on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Hey, did you know who the Dodgers picked up, right? Who's a heck of a bowler, who's bowled the World Series of Bowling. The ball to the right side of the 3-pin and try to cut this
on count.
3 over into the 7. The ball will take out the 6 and 10.
So stupid.
He was on a 5-bagger. He's going to lose pins and count and could possibly have another open frame right here.
Huge conversion attempts. Can't get it done. 7
Golly,
stands,
man.
open frame. Trouble for Chris Prather.
Well, this is a big opportunity now for Gigi. See if she can take advantage of another opening given to her by Chris Prather. Her errant shots have been too far to the right, and they've come up light.
8th frame works on a spare.
Go.
Big shot, yes. All 10 into the pit. Those pins had no chance. And Gigi inching closer to a possible win. It's going to come down to the wire.
Beautiful shot here. It was a little more up the lane, if you will, not as quite as far to the right, and it ends up in a perfect spot. She sets up the 10th frame here. If she strikes here, she cannot be shut out by Chris Prather.
It has to be close.
Lane, the 10, everything but go down for Gigi. Man, tough break.
I'm over here about to floss.
Well, a little unlucky here. She gets it just a pinch wide, and then there's the 9.5.
The odds to win provided by Fox Bet. Chris Prather at -1,000, the heavy favorite. Plus 500 for Gigi Mason, the underdog entering the match here tonight.
Oh, God.
She missed the 10 pin. Oh, no.
Golden opportunity wasted by Gigi, and now Chris Prather can just slam the door shut. It's not over yet, but Chris Prather, with a double and good count, will advance to take on Rash. If Prather does not double, Gigi can double in the 10th and still win.
Oh, those single pin spare conversions.
Oh.
New life, Chris Prather in this match. Didn't like it, but all 10 into the pit.
Thank you.
He's got a little bit of the lefts going right now. Both of his splits were left of target and both on the left lane.
No fans here in attendance. King of the Lanes. Valero, safety first on the PBA Tour and all of us at FS1. Everyone social distancing for safety. Left lane for Prather. That's a lot better.
Got it right, it got back, and that's game. Just needs good count. This one, he made sure he didn't get it left and got into that swish zone, mixes them up nicely. And just one more good shot away from taking on the reigning king, Sean Rash.
Eight pins needed. He'll get all 10 and get a win over G.G. Mason. So struggles for Chris with a couple of open frames. But in the end, enough to beat G.G. Mason in the contender match. And Sean Rash, as the king of the lanes entering this show, will take on Prather head-to-head. It'll be a great match. Great to see G.G. Mason out here. Lar Guerrero bowling so well from the PWBA Tour here last night. Knocked off Jacob Buttriff before falling to fellow Wichita State alum Sean Rash. One of the bright young stars of the game right here, G.G. Mason. Bowling center's closed in Rhode Island for a long time. She actually sent an email to the governor's office, just hoping, of course, with social distancing, that some of the bowling centers could be open again. Get out and practice. So until recently, she was not on the lanes. Just working out at home, doing as much as she could to stay game ready.
Yeah, it was great having her.
Good bowling, bro.
Disappointing ninth frame for her. It made all the difference in this match.
You.
I mean, she was right there in it. And then that 10 pin and then the miss.
.231.94 is the final. Prather will take on Sean Rash.
Pretty good on that right lane. Just 2 errant shots on the left lane, and he had no spares in that game.
Ready to resume. 2020 King of the Lanes on FS1. Bolero, Jupiter, Florida. Dave, Randy, Kimberly, our entire crew. The finale, RP, and what a match this is going to be. Rash, Prather.
Sean Rash, the winner of the 2020 Summer Clash just about a month ago. And in this event, he's been spectacular with games of 262, 256, 289, and he has yet to miss striking on the right lane. I give you, Your Majesty, the King.
Long live the King, King Rash.
All right, thank you, Sean. One at a time.
Sean Rash, 17 of 17 on the right lane. Chris Prather, 5 for 5. 22 for 22 combined. That's an amazing stat.
It's good math, Dave. Proud of you.
Here we go. Future Hall of Famer. Get started.
Nice. Sean, he's starting on the left lane, which means he's going to finish the match on the right lane. That left lane can get a little sneaky on the players. We've seen it break down and start to curve pretty good.
Good start.
3 titles and a major for Prather. Got a couple opens in that match. He'll survive against G.G. Mason. Doesn't like this one, but he likes the final result.
Well, Bill O'Neill knows exactly how that shot feels because Sean Rash threw one just like that against him. So nice break there, chips 2-8-10 out, and a good break to start this King match with Sean Rash. See the gold pin? Have you explained the gold pin yet?
Not in this show yet.
Well,
The go bowling, golden strike
Let's try to put this
pin.
one on
Any
line.
player bowls a strike with a golden head pin in that position. Everyone in America, that's right, in America, gets a free game of bowling, courtesy of go bowling, if it's in a head pin spot. Hasn't been yet.
Got that one in the same
position
zip code this
there. Another strike for Prather. He's not too happy, Randy, but he's had a really nice start here.
Well, let's take a look at this shot here. That looked pretty good. Maybe he's still fuming over the shot on the right lane.
Rash looking for 18 for 18 in this event. Right lane, yes, indeed. He stays perfect. It's incredible bowling. Visit PBA.com to check out officially licensed PBA apparel and merchandise. Items include PBA hats, t-shirts, and custom jerseys, including replica jerseys of the PBA star players. And at PBA.com and click on the Shop PBA link to get shopping today.
That's where I'm shopping for your Christmas present, just
Are
so
you?
you know. Yeah.
Size large, please.
You're not a size large, Dave.
Left lane, try to stay perfect, yes.
Oh my. That had a little filth to it. Sean, what do you see on the lanes, and what's the biggest difference between right and left lane?
Well, they did a pretty good job of breaking the middle of the lane down on the left lane. So it's, you know, typical hooks a lot more in the middle lane, so I got to use some angle. I'm about 5 or 6 ports difference with my feet, a couple with my eyes. Just focusing on myself.
Oh, I threw it there again. Hey,
Well,
twice.
we're all going back for Chris, so I guess it's working out just fine because we're perfect here through 3.
I will eventually throw a good shot, America. Oh, I threw it there again.
What a great comment.
Hey, twice.
I'll tell you what, that'd be a really good shot for me.
Hasn't really been overly thrilled with his bowling yet. But perfect to this point. Left lane. Okay. 4 up, 4 down.
I'll just throw one good over there.
Well, I had a feeling this was going to be a pretty high-scoring affair, and it's shaping up to be just that. Rack shredder.
Perfect game so far for each. All right, so Rash back to that right lane. Hasn't missed yet. Here's his arsenal. Looks to stay perfect with a front 5. Not this time ringing 10 pin. The streak is over, Randy.
Wow.
Stopped. I heard something. Oh, good shot.
Pretty good shot. Wonder if the gold pin being in the 3-pin spot had anything to do with that. That pin is a little bit heavier than the other pins.
Cross lane has his 10 pin.
Great shot, Sean.
That's our guaranteed rate spare of the game, Randy.
Well, if you stay in control and get your lines right and the direction is correct, I guarantee you'll make the spare.
G.G. Mason missed a single pin spare conversion. Pretty much did her in that match with Prather. And we saw Jacob Buttress struggle as well. His 10 pin. Former player of the year, Sean Rash.
Oh my God.
That needs to hook. Does. There's a lot of griping going on every time they do. They strike.
Oh, I'm still down a half. I'm down a half.
One more.
You're up 2-1 on hitting that out of bounds to the right.
Sean's keeping scores to who's throwing the bad shots. He says that Prather's got him 2-1. Both on that right lane. Let's see what Chris can do now. on this right lane. He's got a couple wide right.
Right lane looks for the front five. Prather, not to be. 10 pin again. Same thing that happened to Sean on the right lane a moment ago.
Spirit's 10-pin match. Remember, Prather started with the first 4. Looked identical to Sean Rash's shot right there on that right lane. And just when we were pumping everybody up about how good the players have been on the right lane, they both go back-to-back ring 10s.
Well, we documented the perfection. This couldn't last. 10-pin has his mark. We got ourselves a great match here in Jupiter, Florida.
These two did have faced each other on television once before. It was at this year's Tournament of Champions where Chris Prather took down Sean Rash.
Prather left lane. Got it.
Shot there. Well, Prather's got a 10-pin lead, but max score all even at 279 apiece. We got us an old-fashioned barn burner going here, folks. Lots more to come from Jupiter, Florida. Stay with us. Take a look at the position at the laydown. It's almost identical at the arrows, pretty much the same, but Prather playing just a little bit more angle. He's got a higher rev rate, and so he can do that. But all in all, pretty close to being right on top of one another in terms of how they're playing this oil pattern.
Here comes Rash. Right lane. If any player bowls a strike with a golden head pin, everyone in America wins a free game of bowling by signing up at gobowling.com. Bowling centers across the country, making sure you feel safe and comfortable, working hard to get America bowling again.
Sean Rash, make me proud. You want to hear it, the folks at home want to hear it, and I want to scream it. Go get us a strike.
We know, Randy. Hey, real quick, I just want to say I got a message this morning from a PBA Hall of Famer, Mr. Mark Roth, saying he's been watching for the last 4 days. Extremely happy for all the guys out here. So this message is Mark. We love you and we miss you, and we're thinking of you.
One of the greatest ever, Mark Roth, my buddy. Such a beloved player, person. Mark Roth, the father of the power game. He originated that. He was the first one. Mark Roth, this is for you.
Oh, here we go, Sean, trying for the free game for everybody. No, instead it's a 7-10 split.
Mark Roth did make it.
Oh, darn it.
Really? Really, Sean?
Everybody wanted that, Sean.
And now, Mark Roth did make this on TV, Sean.
I need Mark's help.
No pressure or anything.
That was not what I was expecting. That was pretty good, especially at a commercial.
Wow.
All right, Mark, need a little love here.
Wow, they put a lot into that one. But no 7-10 split conversion. No free game, America. Sorry.
And that will make the sore back feel any better either. A big opening for Chris Prather as he's eyeballing the throne.
Come on, good shot.
Can't wait. Baseball's coming your way. Fox Saturday Baseball is back. Cubs clash with the Brewers at 1. Dodgers battle the Giants at 4. Yankees face the World Series champion Nationals at 7. Celebrate the return of baseball with a special triple header Saturday only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. 10-pin, a nudge, but it won't fall.
Wow, after all that nice carry to start, last two shots were not kind to Sean Rash. Made some nice shots and doesn't have a strike to show for it. Pocket 7-10, and then this quitter 10-pin on him right here on the left lane.
Prather, driver's seat right now, can get up, throw 2 more strikes, take a huge lead, increase it to 42 with a strike in the 7th and 8th.
.279 max score here. Chris Prather in great shape to take the crown and the robe and the scepter and the throne away from the king.
And the kingdom.
Everything
gone.
Right lane for Prather. Yes.
Beautiful shot.
Big strike. 32-pin lead.
Looked like he gave that one a little wrist at the bottom of the swing. And watch this here. I'm going to talk about a beautiful release. Look at that hand. Wow.
Just after winning the TOC, his first career major, climbing the ladder. In Columbus, made that show as well. High shot this time. 8th frame trying to go up by 42 pins, so that's a game changer. Shawn Rash still very much in this match. Covers 3-6-10. COVID-19 is limiting access to sports and play for millions of kids nationwide. That's why Fox Sports is teaming up with Good Sports to restore play and bring sports back to children in need through donations of brand new sports equipment. To learn how you can help keep kids in the game, visit goodsports.org.
Never know.
Hasn't missed the pocket yet this game, and he's currently shooting .207. Can strike out for .237, and that would force Chris Prather to double, either 9th and 10th or in the 10th frame. Got to have this one to have any chance of winning and retaining the throne.
The throne vacant for now.
Be good.
Want it to be good, it was.
Oh, that's
Really
why.
nice shot from Shawn Rash left lane.
Good ball change, Randy. Didn't know if you saw that.
I did not know that. Thank you, Sean. Sean made a ball change there. It was a good one. And the good news for Sean is that he gets to finish on the right lane. And I think that's the more predictable of the two. Now, Prather, 2 strikes in the next 2 shots, and he will rule the kingdom.
The kingdom of bowling. Foundation frame.
One more.
All 10 of the pit for Chris Prather, moving in on the victory over Shawn Rash. Strike at 6, and he has got it.
If he doesn't strike on this ball,
Not to move anyway.
Shawn Rash can still win.
Go.
It did go. Big shot for Prather.
One more.
Just needs 6. He'll have the win over 15-time tour title of Shawn Rash and dethrone the king.
Great shot here. Made the adjustment after going high. Executes perfectly. And he's just 1 shot away from taking the throne. There you go. Done. It's good thing that wasn't the shot before it.
That's right. He gets 8, gets the win. Chris Prather is the new king.
And as the new king, his first order of business is to whisk that man down to the dungeon. Away with him. We have a new king.
Guards, take him away.
Pocket 7-10 couldn't have happened at a better time for Chris Prather.
I think we might be overdoing it.
No, I don't think so. I can never get enough of that. It's great. Sean, was a great run. And, well, I'll tell you what, you never miss the pocket. That pocket 7-10 and the 10-pin behind it. And another one.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
How good you bowled this game.
Yep. Bowled great and shot 2-teen if he covers this.
See that guy in the back practicing there?
Yeah.
That's none other than PDW getting ready.
Yeah.
In our next show at 9 Eastern, taking on young superstar Troup, the pro with a pro. Looking to pick it out head-to-head against PDW. That's going to be a great match coming up. Chris Prather is one match away from being the 2020 King of the Lanes.
Fair ball.
Got a new king here, Randy. All hail King Prather. The throne and the crown have changed hands in Jupiter, Florida.
Off with his head!
We have a new king. It's Chris Prather, joined by Kimberly.
All right, so Chris, you were pretty vocal in both your matches, and I'm not thinking that it was good vocal. You seemed a little upset, so how would you describe your performance?
Slightly above par for the most part. Basically, every time that I threw it poorly, it never had a chance to strike except for the first couple shots against Sean on the right lane, but I was matched up and got very, very fortunate towards the end there where he pocket 7-10 and then flat 10.
Well, you did walk away with the win and the crown, so you can go ahead and take a seat on that throne because you won't have to defend it at least for a few more minutes. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Kimberly, King Prather, thanks. Stay tuned as the PBA King of the Lanes continues right here next on FS1. Troup and PDW, the Contenders match. The winner to take on the King to see who is the 2020 PBA King of the Lanes. Great to see Gigi Mason from the PWBA Tour here tonight in Jupiter, Florida. Now for the entire crew, Kimberly Presley, Randy Peterson, Dave Ryan saying so long for now from Jupiter, Florida. Chris Prather knocks off King Rash, and now he is royalty on the PBA Tour. Prather will take of Troup and Weber, which is next here on FS1. And then we will have a final 2020 King of the Lanes. Who will be the PBA King of the Lanes? Chris Prather currently wears the crown, but two of the PBA's biggest stars are seeking to dethrone him. Recent PBA Tour Finals winner Troup and the legend PDW. These two are set to battle for the right to take down King Prather. Who will reign supreme? The PBA King of the Lanes is next on FS1. Welcome back, bowling fans, to Bolero in Jupiter, Florida for continuing coverage of the 2020 PBA King of the Lanes here on FS1. This is it, the final leg of our event. We've seen some of the all-time greats of the game and young stars in action. Tonight we'll see one of each in our Contenders match. Pete Weber, PDW, fourth all-time with 37 career titles against six-time champ Troup. And there he is, the current King of the Lanes. His Highness, at least for one more match, Chris Prather. Welcome back, bowling fans, to Jupiter and Bolero. Dave Ryan here alongside Randy Peterson, my Hall of Fame broadcast partner. Randy, I can't wait to watch this Contenders match. I mean, how about it? What a matchup. PDW, 37 career titles, 10 majors, back on TV against the pro with a fro who's looking to pick it out, Troup.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be awesome. It's great to see Pete back on the lanes and obviously going up against one of the hottest players that we have right now. But again, all roads go through the kingdom, and that kingdom now belongs to Chris Prather. It's going to be interesting to see if either Kyle or Pete can dethrone him. Our last match, Prather and Sean Rash. Prather got a couple early breaks. Sean bowled a great game, but that pocket 7-10 was doomsday for Sean. And then here's Chris finishing it off in great fashion, needing 2 strikes to shut out Sean Rash late, and he does just that. A new kingdom, a new king.
Our current king of the lanes, Chris Prather, is ready now to speak with our Kimberly Pressler. Guys.
All right, so Chris, serious question here. Do you want me to call you King Prather or King Shark?
King Shark sounds pretty dope, to be honest.
All right, well then that's what I would call you. So, King Shark, you had some time to decompress. Are you ready to defend your crown?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now, and it's going to be really interesting to watch this next match. You know, I'm going to try to be as still as possible because an angry Pete ends up winning everything, so I don't need him yelling at me while I'm sitting up there.
That's a good strategy right there. All right, go ahead and have a seat on your throne, and let's get to this match because it's going to be a good one.
Odds to win. Contenders match. Fox bet here. Kyle Troup minus 200. Pete Weber plus 150. What do you think of the odds, Randy?
Yeah, I agree with it, but I'm not sure I'd bet against Pete Weber. Kyle Troup, winner of the Tour Finals. Bowled .299 in the event. 6 titles to his credit. The pro with the fro. The only way to beat Kyle Troup, you got to take the hair picks away from him.
Generally has 2 ready to go just in case. Got a backup, so you just can't take 1. This guy's great. Oh, it's charismatic. Oh, it's fun to watch. And how about this one? PDW's back on TV. What's Pete got there? What's going on? He's got his own fro. I can't believe it.
My goodness, I've seen it all.
I can't believe it. Troup gets started. Wow, good shot, ringing 10 pin.
Sit down next time, Kyle. Step off and reset.
I don't think Kyle has seen Pete's wig yet.
No, he would have said something. Oh, my goodness.
10 pin has his mark. Yeah, here he is. You gonna see it now?
Not sure.
Not yet. He's pretty focused.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There it is.
Okay, I get it now.
All right.
I wish I'd have seen that during that.
It took a while.
Hey, Pete, can you hear Randy?
Yes, I can.
Hey, buddy, where'd you get the wig? We got to get some more of that.
I sent Katie out today to get me a fro because I just, I thought it would be kind of cool if I sat there with a fro while he threw a shot and maybe surprise him a little bit. So, did I surprise you?
Oh, you got me now. Yeah. I've got the icy hot in the back if we need it when we're done.
Good to have you back, Pete. Good luck.
It's nice to be back.
Pete Weber, 37 career titles, 10 majors, tied for second all time. Who do you think you are? He is one of the greatest of all time. Pete Weber.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Classic, unforgettable line from Pete.
Exciting. Get my thumb to get right.
Honoring his beloved St. Louis Blues. Huge sports fan. St. Anne, Missouri, outside St. Louis, lifelong resident. Whoa. Not the start he wanted.
And he wanted to put surface on it.
Three, 4, 6, 7, 10. Get the ball to the right of the 3-pin. Cut it into the 4 and 7. Pete Weber's one of the best I've ever seen at converting this split.
On to cover for the legend. No. Whoa.
5-1. I actually thought I picked that.
You don't see this area every day where the ball takes the 6 straight back in between the 3 and the 10.
Wow.
All right, Not the best start,
I threw that.
to be sure, for guys earn more than $4 million on tour. It's great. Career 85, 300 games. A true legend of the sport.
There you
That's
go,
a
Petey.
little better, and I saw that goal pin in the 9-pin spot. Wow.
It's the Go Bowling Golden Strike pin, by the way, if it's in the head pin position.
Kyle, real quick, what's it like going up against Pete Weber?
Man, this is a dream come true, Randy. You know, to get to bowl one of the legends of the sport. You know, very blessed with the opportunity. And he gave me a little bit of a head start, so I'm going to try and take advantage of that.
Thanks, Kyle.
Kyle, a huge Lakers fan and a Kobe Bryant fan. Honoring the late great
As am I.
Kobe. It was awesome bowling look here tonight. Looking good.
Yeah, he's been bowling really good for the last couple of days. Over the weekend was just so solid, and there's a look at a young man that's at one point was thought of as a court jester. Now he is the prince of bowling, looking to become a king.
Peterson, third title of the year. So in consideration, in the conversation, for player of the year. Belmo's got 2 majors, though.
Let's go, baby.
Wow.
And I guarantee you Belmo is streaming and watching live from Australia.
You see the RPMs there, 536 at 20 miles an hour. We're going to see Weber's numbers up here. Kyle's a good 200 miles, or excuse me, 200 revolutions higher than Pete Weber. 200 miles an hour higher would be really fast.
That would be
amazing. This guy used to be one of the high rep guys on tour. Look here, right here. 3 miles an hour slower, 200 RPM less than Kyle Troup. Weber does it now with his rotation. He's got one of the greatest releases of all time, and he gets that ball rotating sideways, and that's what makes Pete still competitive. Watch this hand rotate around the side of the ball. There it is right there.
Four PBA 50 Tour major titles. So it's continued beyond the standard tour with greatness.
Pete going with the IQ Tour. Great shot. Great shot. Make it competitive, Pete.
Come on.
Give him the business, Pete. No, come on, just trash talking. Let's go. I want to hear something.
After that start?
Maybe not, right?
Okay, you got a point.
Great showman of the game. Kyle's arsenal, Randy.
IQ Tour Emerald.
Looks for the turkey.
Oh, baby.
14-pin lead. 10 pin.
Gold pin. Go to work.
Didn't get the love for the 6-pin there, did he?
Nope. That's exactly what Pete Weber wanted to see.
You know who's loving this right now? It's Guppy Troup. 8-time PBA Tour titles. Knows Pete so well. I mean, that's got to be pretty cool to see your son bowl Pete on TV, right?
Absolutely.
Great career for Guppy. Himself a tremendous showman in his day. There's Chris just hanging.
Chris looks real comfortable.
He does look comfortable. He's chilling.
It's like if you threw him a sandwich and a cold beer, he'd be real happy.
Left lane for Troup. There it is.
Troup, there it is. Troup, there it is.
But Pete has settled down after that tough start with only 6 pins in the first frame. even the Hall of Famer. Son of the late, great Dick Weber. He was inducted himself for the Hall of Fame in 1975. I think it's such a legend. Pete told us, yeah, I had little nerves. That definitely played out here tonight. Now he's calling better again, and he's going to pick it out. It's not quite as impressive without the great look that Kyle has.
I was about to say, I had two. I even had one for you, but
I told you, he always has two of them.
Kyle. Hey, Kyle, how did he do picking his hair? How was the technique?
He's a legend of the game, Randy, and I say he picked it out quite nice there. You know, 10 back, the celebratory pick action. Look at him. He's stumping on him right there, Randy. Look at that.
That's good stuff.
Masterpiece.
It is. He has had a lot of fun tonight with the wig and then the pick. I mean, come on. It's great.
Come on, Weber.
Up 7 now.
Make this fun.
Looking for a 5-bagger here, Randy.
Because Troup,
17-pin lead.
Kyle Troup may not miss again.
PDW tries for another. Gets another. Here we go, Pete. Looking good tonight here in Jupiter, Florida.
Well, he's got the pick, he's got the hair, he's got a 5 in a row, and he's got the lead here in Jupiter, Florida.
It took a while for Kyle to notice. That was great.
And welcome back to King of the Lanes here in Jupiter, Florida. We're going to go to Kyle Troup. Kyle, this guy Pete Weber's got a wig. He's got a pick. I mean, what's this guy trying to do to you? Is he trying to get in your head?
Man, I see how people feel now when they're bowling against me on TV, because this man is rocking the show right now. You know, this also seems like a regular occurrence, me being down halfway through the match talking to you. So luckily I feel comfortable right now, and we're just going to get back to work.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
Pete's had a good time with this. That was fantastic stuff. Troup down 17 here, 6th frame. Cut it to 7. Looks for a double. Across the lane, it's the golden pin that hangs on. Got a nudge, Randy, not enough.
Got a piece of it, but just not quite enough of it. Kyle Troup maybe just a little fast here. The ball finishes late. Rotation. That was some messenger. He's in trouble now. As Weber's got a 5-bagger. I'll tell you, the next 2 shots for Pete Weber are going to be huge. Right out of commercial break, he's been sitting.
Pete's got the nickel 5 in a row. Team USA experience for Kyle Troup. We told you about his tremendous season. PBA Tour Finals win this past weekend in this bowling center. He's had a great year.
Oh, man. Ring 10 with a messenger in front.
I just want to do it one time. Like, I just want one celebration.
He's great. Now you know why it's so easy to love Kyle Troup. He's just awesome.
The King, Chris Prather, awaits the winner in his royal throne. This week, Fox Saturday Baseball is back. The Cubs clash to the Brewers at 1. The Dodgers battle the Giants at 4. And the Yankees face the World Series champion Nationals at 7. Celebrate the return of baseball with us. That was all St. Louis teams.
Dave, did I tell you I'm a Dodger fan?
You said it every single time.
Good.
Did I tell you I'm a Mets fan? Didn't like it, but all 10 back.
I heard the laugh.
Heard something.
Not in my approach.
Got a little distracted there.
Pete is officially back. Yeah.
Who did that?
I have no idea. Moving on.
Six back, 8 frame to go up by 38 pins after that disastrous start. The legend looks good.
Yeah, a little late, a little soft.
Figures I show emotion and it hits like that. Wow.
He wanted that one. He's running out.
That ball just really kind of labored. And he really liked it. Just a 10-pin, though. 27-pin lead with a spare here. Time running out for Kyle Troup. 255 max score for Pete Weber, even with that disastrous start. 238 max score for Kyle Troup.
Works on a spare, needs this one.
Again.
10-pin again. It's been the theme of Kyle Troup's night. Wow.
Ball's just traveling too far down the lane before it makes its turn to the pocket.
Still tap. Not enough on the 10-pin. Again. Has the single pin spare conversion again. Wow. But he's in trouble.
2 frames to go, and Pete Weber is already in the 230s. Troup's max score now is 227.
This Prather's just chilling there. He's just relaxing right now. He's waiting. Okay.
He's waited the whole
all game long.
He's about
50
like
pins
mine
short,
for like 3 shots. That's no good.
What a deflating Troup thrust right there. All right.
Oh, God.
Got his strike. Finally, no 10-pin.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great stuff. All right, Pete Weber, driver's seat. All he has to do is mark in the 9th and 10th frame.
Right lane, Pete.
Shot.
Big strike. Pete Weber is back.
First thing Pete said walking back from that shot is now.
Down like you know how to do it.
Shut him down. You can do that with a strike right here in the 10th frame. I think it was his dad who used to do those commercials where he would say winning never gets old. And there's another guy that feels the same way.
The legend.
Oh, that's all right.
Yep. I think he needs a spare and 3. Yeah.
Not much Kyle can do. Sit and watch. There's the spare.
I can't see the scoreboard. I don't know what he
behind
needs.
the foul line.
Yeah, stay behind the foul line. Yep, he does need 3. Spare and 3.
It's our guaranteed rate. Spare the game, Randy, to set himself up for the victory here. PDW needs 3 pins for the win. Stays behind the foul line, gets 10 and gets the victory over Kyle Troup.
Hey, Pete, after that start, that was some finish you put on there. Take us through that last couple of frames that got you the win over Kyle Troup.
Well, with him leaving those 10 pins, it kind of relaxed me a little bit more. And you know, after that first shot, I said, now you got to keep your speed on it. So I kept my speed on it, and I'm getting the reaction that I want to see. So I'm very happy going into the King of the Lane match.
Thanks, Pete. Congrats on your win.
Thank you.
We'll see you in the next match.
The 3-time tour titleist in 2020. One of the bright young stars of the PBA Tour. Kyle Troup will fall to the legend here tonight in Jupiter, Florida.
God almighty.
Another young gun awaits the legend.
Good ball choice.
It's our final
Learn for
King
next
of the Lanes
time.
match in 2020. Started with some great bowlers.
You're the
Young
man,
and old,
Petey.
men's and
brother,
women's
pleasure.
tour.
Love you and
Good
your
luck.
family. You know
Love you
that.
too, bud.
You and your dad go way back.
You're running the show. Keep it going. Don't put the pick up now.
Oh,
You better keep the wig for next match.
Great to see the interaction. And of course, the wig and the pick from Pete were just hilarious. He brought some energy to it tonight, even a little bit of the old attitude. Don't distract the man in the approach. Don't you do it.
Poke the bear.
Final match of the 2020 King of the Lanes here in Jupiter, Florida. PDW Prather.
Pete, one win away from the throne and $10,000. What's your mindset like going into this match against Chris Prather?
I got to throw more strikes than him. I've seen what he's done the last couple of years on tour, so my goal is to throw more strikes than he does.
Well said. Thanks, Pete. Good strategy.
There's the King for now. And we are pleased to be joined on the broadcast live by Kyle Troup. Kyle, thanks for the time. Sorry about that match a moment ago, man.
Hey,
But it was
thank you
good
guys
bowling.
for having me. It's a pleasure always being in the
10
booth with you
pin,
guys.
tough with a 10 pin, Kyle.
Oh, man. Little carry issues that last
Gotcha.
game.
Looking forward to having his expert analysis in this match. Let's start with Pete and a strike.
Kyle, what do you think Pete's chances are?
I think Pete's got a great chance.
like
You know,
that.
he's bowled the game. He threw a bunch of strikes. The bad shot right off the rip. He said he might have been a little nervous, honestly. But he's strong. He's a legend of the sport. I think my money's going to have to go with Pete.
Shark Kent, King Shark. He's got so many nicknames now, but like I said before, I like to call him Chris Moneymaker because this guy knows how to get the checks, certainly knows how to cash them. $100,000, the PBA playoffs last season, another 100 grand at the Tournament of Champions this season.
Champ of the PBA Strike Derby in this building last month. Most strikes in 2 minutes. Kyle, you participated in that. It was tough, right? I mean, that was
a different
an
beast right there,
endurance
man.
test.
We enjoyed it, though. That was
It
quite
was
a lot of fun.
amazing to watch that. All right, Prather. Championship match. Gets the trip 10 pin.
Kyle, do you think Chris Prather is intimidated at all by Pete Weber?
It's hard to say. You know, if I was Chris, I don't think I would be intimidated just because, I mean, you said he's the money maker. You know, he's won a lot of big moments on TV in the last year and a half, and he's won this building, so he's got the confidence rolling forward. I think it's going to be a high-scoring match.
But it is Pete Weber.
Yeah, I mean, he rocked me right off the show, so, you know, I got to watch the legend do his craft, and it was quite an art to see.
Left lane, Prather. Yes.
You know, he kind of strikes me as a guy that maybe, if anything else, gets more pumped up because he's bowling against Pete Weber.
You never know. You know, Prather's a hard guy for me to read,
Yeah.
personally. You know, he's very serious, very calm, keeps his emotions in check. But, you know, he's throwing it good. He's been throwing it great for a long time, and
Yeah.
you can see he's got a great start off to this match.
Back to the throne for the King. BDW. Oof. Feeling it.
Boy,
He carries that hit. He's going to be
not
tough.
a good zone.
That's the PDW hit right there.
Yeah.
6-pin going to work.
6-pin going to work.
They went down.
And watch this second pin from the right. It's going to go to the sidewall and kick the 10 out. And that's exactly what you look for when you're a righty.
Kyle, what do you think about the wig with Pete in your match?
Great. I was a little upset I missed it.
Surprised you, I
I
know.
was a little upset after the wrap 10 when I missed it.
We
but
were waiting for you to see it.
that was great, man. He put on a show.
It was
Hopefully he
awesome.
can keep it going.
Try to keep this match perfect.
Oh, man.
Good shot, 10-pin.
Really?
That looked better than that.
Might have been the best shot I threw in 2 games.
I'll tell you what, his physical game looks good.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I've seen
Naturally
his
getting
social
on.
media. He's done a lot of bowling, it
Yeah.
seems like, the last few months. And
Man.
I was prepared for the beast, and that's what we got here.
Yeah, he liked that one.
He stayed active. A lot of practice, exercise. A lot of golf.
Pretty agile there for a 57-year-old.
Yeah, he's looking
How
good.
do I get on that landing?
I'll give you a 10, Pete. You think you have what it takes to be a pro? It's your time to become a pro. Head to PBA.com today. Sign up to become a PBA member. Register for our tournaments. Access discounted practice rates, exclusive product offers, and more. Become a PBA member today.
Pick up.
Kyle, I talk a lot about Chris's physical game. It's one of the prettiest I've ever seen. His body position, when it gets tilted forward, it never moves. And then he's got a great hand at the bottom of the swing.
And the third thing I think you add is his speed control is probably some of the best on tour. You know, if his ball gets a little lazy, he'll just slow it down just a hair to get it to finish through the pins.
Arsenal for Chris.
Idle Pearl.
Yeah.
Looking for a tap on the 10. Everything, guys, but go down. Tough break for Prather. I mean, how did that fall, Kyle? It was just doing everything but go down.
I'm still trying to figure it out. I left a few of those myself just a minute ago.
That's kind of why I asked you. Got the 10-pin. If any player bowls a strike with a gold in the head pin, everyone in America wins a free game. That's right, America. Free game of bowling by signing up at GoBowling.com. Bowling centers across the country are making sure you feel safe and comfortable and working hard to get America bowling again.
Pete, all of America is counting on you.
Come on, Pete. How about a free game? Yes!
Everybody gets a game.
Way to go, Pete Weber.
Yeah!
How do you like that?
Yeah, Petey! Who do you think you are? You are!
That's right, I am.
Oh, man, you guys are great.
What a great shot by the grizzled veteran. Look at those eyes. It's so nice he's not wearing the sunglasses. We get to see those big blue eyes light up.
Agreed. Great to see him without the glasses. So sign up at GoBowling.com for your free game, everyone. Nationwide. Courtesy of the legend PDW.
Oh, that's got a hook.
Love it. Way to go, Pete. Tie match. Oh, Weber, Prather, this is great. Get him thin, watch him spin. Phrase used by the late, great Billy Whaley.
Back to the king. Right lane for Prather. You bet.
One more.
28 years old. 3 titles, the major this year we told you about. Doing his best to practice, stay active during the pandemic. Was here for his victorious run at the Strike Derby and Summer Clash. What a talent. Saw the PBA Tour Finals as well. Won by Mr. Troup here. Congrats on that, Kyle.
Thank you, sir.
Sixth
Thank
title. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was great, Kyle. Man, you were the comeback kid.
you. Tried to work the magic one more time.
Yeah.
One-lane graphics you see on tonight's show, including the ball tracer courtesy of Clutch Bowling. Man, that looks cool.
Yeah, great graphics. Thanks, Clutch.
Up steps PDW. We're going to tie it up to the turkey right lane. Yes.
Pete gives it the finger, the index finger. Yeah, he doesn't like it when pins try to stand up and tease him. Watch this reaction from the great one, Pete Weber. There it is. Yeah, you.
Get down in that pit.
Don't even think about it.
Get down in that pit.
Don't even think about it.
All even. Two-time PBA 50 Tour Player of the Year. This game looks great tonight. Big lead. Another strike for Pete.
Kyle, give me something.
Slap the 10, baby. You can tell he's sharp right there. When that 6-pin slaps the 10 out, I'd say Pete's won a few titles and made some money with that hit right there.
I mean, even the producers in my ear saying, has Pete been practicing a lot? He looks great.
Looks good.
I mean, this is as good as I've seen him throw it
on
in a long time.
I definitely agree with you, Randy.
Chris, give us your take on going up against one of the greatest of all time in Pete Weber.
Well, no matter how much experience you have or anything like that, it's very easy to be intimidated. And I'm just trying to focus on myself and bowl my match and let him do what he's going to do. And I know he's going to get pumped up and everything like that, and it's exciting to see, but I'm not trying to get wrapped up in that too much. So just trying to stay within myself and throw some good shots.
Thanks, Chris.
Cool customer. That's Chris Prather, 28 years old. Plainfield, Illinois. Prather tries for the turkey in the 7th. Hoping to tie this one up again. We'll do just that. All even. COVID-19 is limiting access to sports and play for millions of kids nationwide. That's why Fox Sports is teaming up with Good Sports to restore play and bring sports back to children in need through donations of brand new sports equipment. To learn how you can help keep kids in the game, visit goodsports.org. What a match. Prather looks for the four-bagger. Pete's got 4 straight. Left lane to take a 10-pin lead for Prather. Yes! 7 late. Down it goes.
Who's going to miss first? And that's going to be the determining factor in this match. And will probably end up determining who the final king is sitting in that throne right there where Chris Prather is. Pete Weber bowling an amazing game, but he's got to keep striking.
Just even things up again. 8 frame. Goes for a 5-bagger. 7-pin. The golden pin hangs on.
Kyle looked like he got that shot in a bit.
There's a little left. My hands were up back here.
He got away with throwing it
Tough
down
break, though,
and
but
then get
was
screwed
just
on
a
the
little
shot.
left.
A little left, and then you heard Pete just do the analysis for us. He said, I got it in, threw a bad shot, got away with it, and then got hosed.
And it happens to be the gold pin. Just for the extra little salt in the wound.
A little extra kick to the gut. It's not over yet, folks.
God. Yeah.
Pete needs a strike here in the 9th frame, though, to set up the 10th frame, Kyle.
Got to have this one. You know, this as much as Prather's looking very good, you would expect he's not going to miss maybe more than once. So this is pretty much the match right here, I'd say, for Pete. Must have.
Strike streak comes to an end for PDW. 4 straight. Now works on a mark. Prather has 7 strikes in the match. He's been outstanding here tonight.
And I carry that. And I carry that.
Shut the front door. That is so crazy. He carries that, like Pete just said, but he leaves that solid 7 on the right lane.
Bowling at its finest.
Yep. Well, he needs a little help from Chris Prather.
Yeah, Pete needs a little bit of help here. I mean, Chris, the one spare this game, looking pretty strong, but 9th and 10th, this is where you make your money.
This is it, guys. That's the voice of Kyle Troup, PBA star. Foundation frame Prather. Go by 21. Looks for a 5-bagger, Chris Prather.
Yeah!
Yes, indeed. Late knock on the 10, down it goes.
Kyle, you think Pete appreciated that hit?
Oh, I don't think he's very happy right now, Randy, because that was a little left too. But, you know, the extra rev rate, the extra power sometimes creates that little extra hit right there.
Yeah! That was a huge break. 4-7-10 up late. But now it's a 5-bagger for Chris Prather.
As Kyle said, all comes down to the 9th and 10th. Strikes in the 9th. How about the 10th?
For the win.
Prather, another one comes through again. Shark, Kent delivers.
One more, come on.
Just needs to stay behind the foul line and keep it on the lane.
Take your time. Oh, baby, one more.
I think he thinks he needs this. It's over.
He's got a strike.
Yeah, done.
He's got plenty. He's got the win. Chris Prather is your 2020 PBA King of the Lanes. He has done it in Jupiter, Florida tonight.
And doing it in fashion against one of the greatest of all time who pushed him all the way to the 10th frame. What could have been if Pete would have carried that solid 7 in the 8th frame? Man. I'll tell you what, Pete looks great. Looks like he's bowling great.
And it's so awesome to see him back on TV, Randy.
Yep.
Chris Prather is the man of the moment.
Great game, Pete.
28 years old, Plainfield, Illinois. Having a huge 2020. And it continues in this building as King of the Lanes.
Well, that's a good place for it anyway.
Chris got all the gear. He's ready to go now.
Great to see Pete Weber back on television. Thanks for your performance,
Great ball,
Pete.
Chris, man. You're the toughest man for the people to beat out here, so congratulations. Keep
Thank
it
you,
up.
sir.
Great
Thank you.
bowling, man. Great bowling.
You called Pete sir. It's pretty awesome.
Thanks, man.
Sir
Thank
Weber.
you, Storm. Thank you, Roto Grip.
Sir Peters.
Buddy's Pro
Sir Troup.
Shop. You guys are wonderful supporters, and I thank you so much.
The king, though, right now is Chris Prather. Beats the legend, PDW, and becomes the 2020 PBA King of the Lanes. We started this event with 13 great bowlers, including the king, 2009 reigning king, Wes Malott. Dethroned by Norm Duke. The Hall of Fame legend sat atop the throne and enjoyed it for a time. Then King Rash took over the kingdom of bowling and sat upon the royal throne as well. Crowd didn't quite fit. But in the end, Chris Prather, Randy, wow, he's the king. Took out Sean Rash and then beat the legend PDW, Pete Weber, the 37-time titleist and Hall of Famer. Chris Prather is the 2020 King of the Lanes. Let's hear from the king with Kimberly.
I'm going to start with PDW first because you know what? This night might not have ended the way that you wanted to, but everybody in America was super excited to have you back on television. So talk to me a little bit about what this event was like for you.
Well, it was very nerve-wracking to start because, you know, it's been a long time since I bowled on live TV like this. Yeah, I know I bowled the league, but I have 4 other guys to back me up there, so it's a little easier to do. But when you're out here bowling by yourself, you know, that first couple shots for me I was a little nervous. But once I got those in, I calmed down and I threw the ball really good for the rest of the night.
You bowled very well. What do you think of this guy right here? How talented is he?
You know, they say Belmo's the man. That's the man right there. He wins all the big ones. I mean, come on, he's made $200,000 the last couple of years. Okay, there you have it. I know Belmo's like the big majors, but so does Chris. So I think Chris right now is the man to beat.
Wow, that's a big compliment right there coming from Pete Weber. So, Chris, what do you think about what Pete just said about you?
That's incredible. He was going to be giving it 100% every single shot, and he's one of the most competitive people to ever bowl. So, you know, whether he's bowled on live TV recently or not doesn't matter. He's going to, you know, he had 250 going into the 10th and pocket 710. So I knew I was going to have to strike a lot, and I was very fortunate to do so.
Well, this was a well-earned win for you. Congratulations, King Shark.
Thank you.
Kimberly, Pete, thanks. All hail. King Prather, more live bowling coming your way on FS1 this September. Check PBA.com for more information on our upcoming schedule. That'll wrap it up. The wig, well, was fantastic. For Randy Peterson, Kyle Troup joining us in the booth. Way to go. Pro with a pro. He was awesome tonight. And Kimberly Pressler, Dave Ryan saying so long for a final time for the 2020 King of the Lanes here in Jupiter, Florida. What action. Legends, superstars, stars for the PWBA Tour.